They will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes. They will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes.
Gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Chicago White Sox.
Just about set to go now. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Martin Perez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Line drive. Oh, he gloves it. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox, they're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Fouled off left side. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. There goes the runner. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
The pitch. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive. Man at first, one away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be two. Good feed, that's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
That's outside. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And down on strikes. And 1 out now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Robert Jr.
So here's Robert now. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
The delivery to Robert. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Andrew Benintendi. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, bases empty.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
That's a base hit.
Batting fourth.
So a man at first. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Benintendi off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 left for the White Sox. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Now batting Tristan Casas.
First baseman Tristan Casas.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
That misses. Ball 1. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next pitch is outside. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting fifth, shortstop Trevor Story.
Here's Story now. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Grounder might be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Masataka
A potential
Yoshida.
double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting 7, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu digs in now.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Outside low, and it's 1-0.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Next offering is in for a strike. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Now this is a rocket to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Here comes the runner from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting 9, center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela.
And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the second. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, right side, Sosa. They get the force. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back in right field, here's Josh Rojas. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. High strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Ball 1 there. Fans adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's a strike. 0-1. Two outs. Fought off foul.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Lifted in the air, right center field. Abreu sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
In the air, out towards left center. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman,
now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bregman measures 6 feet even, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And he can't come up with it. One gone, runner at first. Raffy coming to the plate now.
Devers.
That's in there. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Sosa to second. There's one, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, here's the shortstop at the plate, Brooks Baldwin. Crochet back to work. Fastball for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air, Abreu. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, catcher, Corey.
Here's Corey Lee. Just missed.
1-0.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They're down 1-0. Start of the 4th. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. That clips the corner. The other way, fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks,
shortstop,
it can get real
Trevor
tricky
Story.
down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's Trevor Story. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Tap foul at the plate. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. In there for strike 1. That's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Luis Robert now.
Center fielder, Luis
Robert, the native of
Jr.
Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Benintendi to the plate, and he's already singled in this game. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Andrew Vaughn now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
White Sox down a run. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Just missed it.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Here's the 0-1. And ball 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Brings it in, and that ends the inning. The White Sox leave 1, and it remains 1-0. Back here on the south side, and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one missed. Gets him to chase after that one. That's inside. Ground ball up the middle. Baldwin handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah. Me, oh yeah, I always find my way back right under you.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call, and a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really...
One out, runner at second. Abe, the next to hit. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Abe with another scorching run of play lately.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that.
Now this one gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Well, tack one more game onto his hitting streak, Boog. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Power versus power right there. Like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter. Getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
1 out, base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. Himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. For the top of the 8th, now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Barry Abe. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, safe, and that's his 3rd hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Looking to complete the cycle with a double. Swing and a line drive, base hit it to left field. The throw in, but it's offline, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still
Barry Abe comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto. New inning getting started. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Barry Abe. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Fires to the plate. Save.
He's safe.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Going back. And caught on the warning track. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. Angels 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Back now in Toronto. Top 6. And now the center fielder, Barry Abe.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he ggets everything right, and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt.
The center fielder.
All set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Barry Abe. Manoah back to work. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. One up, one down. One out, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Ripped on a line. Abe puts it away. That's out number 2. Abe had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Angels. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Siggy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test here today.
Well, when you're winning like this, it's a fun place to be. In the dugout and in the clubhouse, the music is loud after the ball games. The food tastes great. I know this team wants to keep it going.
First and second, one out. Abe will hit next. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That one felt good, and they tack on 3. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back, makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody else's.
Hers back to work. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. So a man at first. And now it's going to be Juan Yepez. Swing and a ball line to center. Gets down, base hit. And it gets by him. Here comes Wood around 3rd. He'll score easily. The relay throw. He's in there. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. On a pinch run, Jared Chu. So up next, Barry Abe. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
This one could be trouble. In safely with a double, his second of the day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a...
Barry Abe getting ready to hit. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Glove side, but it gets through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
2 outs, bases empty.
The center fielder, Barry Abe.
Abe went off for 2 homers in his last game. Drive, base hit. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Juan Yepez. That one hammered center field. Abe going back on this one. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
A lot of room in the center field area, and that's why he knows he's got a chance to run it down and make a great play. Leaps at the fence. Excellent job. Robs the home run to end the inning.
Barry Abe, the next to hit for the Angels. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His 51st home run of the year. It's 6-2.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles. Barry Abe, the next to hit for the Angels. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Trout around second, on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And we're back, top of the second, and now it's Keibert Ruiz. Swing and a ball line to center. Abe balls it in, and there's one away.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. That's a hit. Back here at Angel Stadium, and now Barry Abe.
Barry Abe.
Crawford back to work. And that is out of play.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
There's a swing and a drive, and he brings it into the warning track. Here's the center fielder, Barry Abe. That one ripped. Gone! His 52nd home run of the season. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play.
So 2 down, Barry Abe, the next to hit for the Angels. Right now the leading RBI man in the American League. He's been huge this season. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Lined into left center, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's 0-1. Hard hit left side.